Hi folks. Today I wanted to go over the WordPress default dashboard and give you a little tour of the dashboard. We'll start with the header bar up here at the top of the page. Over here on the left you'll see your site name, and if you hover over your site name it will pop up a visit site button where you can go and view what your site looks like. Next up we have an icon that shows you if you have plugins that need updating. This will not display if you don't have updates to your plugins. Next to that we have comments. I have one comment that's awaiting moderation, and then next to that we have the new shortcut. Under that we can add a post, we can add media, we can add a page, or we can add a new user. Over here on the right hand side it says howdy admin. I'm logged in as an administrator here. The username for that administrator is admin, so eventually we'll want to change that. From a security standpoint, you don't want to leave your site as an admin username. It will, however, have a role of administrator. I can edit my profile directly from here, or I can log out from the site. Over on the left, we have the menu items. I will go over those individually as we progress through this training. Each one of these menu items, if you hover over, it will pop up a submenu. If you click on it, it will take that submenu and pull it into the menu and display it below the main category. So if I were to do that with the media library, it pulls library and add new into the media in the menu. And with pages, if I click on all pages or pages here, it will show me the pages that I've created, but it pulls the pages menu that pops out into the left side menu. And that will happen all the way down. You'll have various things that pop up when you hover over, and if you click on the main category it pulls it into the menu. Moving back to the main dashboard and working down the page here, we have what's called screen options. Screen options allow you to turn on and off the various things that appear on the screen. So if I were to open up screen options by clicking on it, you can see that it now opens up a small window at the top, and it has check marks for each of the items that are shown below. Under this section here, Welcome to WordPress, if I click on Welcome, that turns it off. If I recheck it, it turns it back on. I could also do that from Dismiss here. That turns it off, but the only way to turn it back on is to go into the screen options and click Welcome and recheck that box. So each one of the sections here, we have a quick draft section here. I could turn that off if I'd like. If I don't want to see WordPress news, I could turn the WordPress news off. I could turn off my activity, or I can turn off my at a glance. Each one of these boxes can be turned on and off from the screen options. When we're done, we just click on screen options again and it closes that window. There's also a help section. If you click on the documentation under that, it will actually take you out to WordPress and give you some help text. You click on the support forums, it will take you back out to WordPress and take you into the forums. There's some good information there as well. Over on the left hand side under overview, it basically gives you information about the navigation of this page, the layout of this page, and what is available on this particular page. The Welcome to WordPress box has some shortcuts. I can customize the site, which goes out and allows me to change whatever special features the theme has. In this particular theme, which is the 2013 theme, I can change my site title and tagline. On this theme, the colors, I can change the header text color. There isn't anything else to do there. I can change my header image. I can change it to one of these other suggested headers, or I can add a new image. If I add a new image, that will need to be 1600 by 230 for this particular theme. I could also hide the image if I like, which turns off those lovely orange balls. And if I wanted to bring that back, I would just click on the suggested image or one of these other images. When I'm finished, save and publish, and that saves the changes that I've made in here. You'll find with WordPress that you can often get to places from more than one place. If you are looking at your site, when you hover over that, you can also get to the Customize from here, which takes you back into the same place. Closing that brings me back to where I was before. If I want to go back into my dashboard. Also, the other place to get to customize your site is down here under Appearance, and there's a Customize item there. If I wanted to change my theme, I could click on this here, which is a link to go to Appearance Themes. So as you can see, there's multiple ways to get to various things. If I wanted to create my first blog post, clicking on this will take me to the same place that New Post will take me, as well as Posts, Add New. So there are multiple ways to get to just about everything. If I wanted to add an About page, it will create a new page for me. So I could do that from here, New Page, or I could do Pages, Add New. These all go to the same place. If I want to view my site, I can click here, or I can go up here and visit my site here. The terminology is a little bit different, but it takes you to the same place. Eventually we'll talk about widgets, and we'll talk about menus and customizing menus. Those are available here under Appearance, Widgets, or Menus. And if we wanted to change our commenting, that is available from Settings, Discussion. That opens the same page there. If we wanted to learn more about getting started, again, that takes us out to WordPress.org and gives us some help about how to move through that page that we were just on. The other objects on this page are the At a Glance, where it shows you your recent activity inside your site. Each of these windows can be opened and closed so that you can display the contents or you can hide the contents. If you hide the contents, you'll have a header bar for each of the separate boxes. So if I wanted to hide all my current activity, I could close that and it would just take it down to a header bar. If I wanted to rearrange what's on this screen, let's say I wanted to take my WordPress news and move it over into this column that's blank, and then I could have my quick draft open. Basically, you just look for the 4 arrows, slide it around to where you want it, and let go. Open and close. So I can close everything down, or I can go up here and turn them all off. I think that about covers the WordPress dashboard getting started. You will notice that up here I have an update for my plugins. Here I have a comment that's awaiting moderation. Down here, this orange 1 tells me that I have a comment awaiting moderation and that I need to update a plugin. If I go to Updates here, this is also referring to the plugin that I need to update. So down here it's telling me that I have an all-in-one SEO pack that has a new version that I should update. I'll go over that later. Back to my home WordPress. I'm going to go back up to my screen options, turn all my little boxes back on. Now I can pull them up to full size. And we're back to the way that I originally started with my dashboard. I think that about covers it for this. So in the next training, we will start going over posts and walking down through the menus and letting you know what you can do and where you can do it.